Hello everyone, we are back here at Colorado Springs Orthopaedic Group, and today we're discussing pain. With me today is Danielle White. She's a doctor of physical therapy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Okay, let's talk about pain. First of all, what is it?
Well, so first, just the simple definition of pain is an unpleasant sensory or emotional experience. You have both physical pain and emotional pain. Most people have felt both. Neither one is fun.
No, they're not. What causes pain?
So a lot of people kind of know how pain is caused. You know, you have some type of stimulus to your tissues. It doesn't feel good. But I think a lot of times we don't always think about what happens after we have that stimulus that causes the pain. So I'm going to go through this picture here to kind of explain how pain works or how we experience pain.
Okay.
So first you have the tissues. Next, the tissues, the signal between the tissues and your brain are called the peripheral nerves or the peripheral nervous system. So the signal is sent from here to your central nervous system, which are both the brain and the spinal cord. Once that signal is sent to the brain, it scrutinizes the information. It takes that information, and then you get the output of pain. So pain is that experience of that whole loop and that system going through there. So here I have a little pie chart just to give people an idea of kind of how pain works. For the most part, when we feel pain, a lot of times we focus on the tissue part. But really, it's a combination of that whole system. And so if one thing's going on with one part of the system more than the other, it's different for everybody. Sure. Pain is different for everyone. So this is kind of a pie chart, and you can have where there's more green, then orange, then red. I color-coded it to go together. And so just depending on the person, one of those will be more than the other.
Got it. Okay, what could lead to chronic pain?
So chronic pain specifically is when the central nervous system, or the purple part, is the majority of the part that's controlling the pain experience. So whenever we call it centralization. So you have nociception is whenever it's in the tissue area, peripheralization is when it's more on the nerves between, things like carpal tunnel, and then centralization is what we call it when it turns into chronic pain.
Got it. What are some things people can do to help with some of that chronic pain in their daily lives?
So the best thing I usually tell my patients is focus on what you can do, not what you can't. I've had a little bit of chronic pain myself, and that was one of the main lessons I learned was I can't just focus on what I can't do. I have to focus on what can I do. That's part of why I wanted to learn more about how this works. I'm actually working on a therapeutic pain specialization right now. And some of the four main things they say to focus on that really help calm pain and calm the central nervous system are, first off, just to educate the nerves. Your brain wants to know information. That's why it sends the pain signal. It wants the information. So part of this is educating it already, and might even help people calm things down. So learning things. Next, just working on good sleeping habits, making sure you're getting enough rest. Your body and your brain both need rest. Aerobic exercise is really good if you're able to do it, or just getting moving. Movement in general helps calm things down. Doing 10 minutes of aerobic exercise actually helps promote your brain to produce natural painkillers. If anyone's ever heard of runner's high. And then the last thing, goal setting. That kind of goes along with what I tell my patients of focusing on what you can do. You know, if you can't walk the mile that you used to, thinking, okay, at least I can make it to the mailbox and back. Focus on what you're able to do, and then think about where you want to be and trying to focus on getting there. Granted, pain, and I just want to make a disclaimer, pain is personal for everybody. It's different for everybody, and where everyone's going to be and what they're able to do is going to be different. So everyone needs to focus on what they can do for themselves.
Well, great information. Thank you so much for being with us today. And if you would like to learn more, always visit the website, csog.net.